Where I am now, better than before. Through those open doors, where I am now. Where I am now, I'm in a special place. I'm in a walking place. Where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's F.Y.I. Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. Where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 studio, all you have to do is go to Everette's Facebook page, or you can go to Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in WGPL 1350 studio. And if you want to hear us all over the world, all you have to do is go to www.christianbroadcastingcompany.com, click and listen live, or you can go to WPCE 1400 AM or WGPL 1350 AM, and you can hear us all over the world. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Let's back up again. Let's say that good morning again.
Good morning, Mr. E. What a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
And WPCE 1400, good morning to you. And also, peace,
Yes.
peace, 95.3 FM. Good morning to you.
Wow, it is wonderful. Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's see who's on here. Wow, someone that I don't know at all, but Mr. Ridley is on with us along with others. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Those that are on Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, we want to hear from you as well. And we support you and we support our community.
Are you looking for an affordable, reliable, high-quality child care program that offers transportation? Are you a child care specialist looking to grow with an industry-leading company with great benefits and pay? If you answered yes to either question, Heavenly Hearts Impact Center is for you. We are now hiring and enrolling for our new Heavenly Hearts Impact Center, located in the city of Portsmouth, Virginia. Join the Heavenly Hearts Impact Center today. For more information, call 757-254-8156. That's 757-254-8156. The Heavenly Hearts Impact Center, where tomorrow begins today.
Yeah. We have Minister Ricky Barksdale Sr. on with us. Make sure you let us know where you're from and make sure you comment so we can shout you all out. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful spring day, Mr. E.
That's right. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
And it's Fun Friday.
That's right. It's Fun Friday.
I'm excited about May because this is our new segment on Friday, our women's issues. And we support women supporting women. And we're going to be having some wonderful, wonderful guests on throughout this month, next month, and as long as we can. In the meantime, we have a beautiful guest today. We have Ivory Morgan Burgeon, and she is the creator and founder of Love Petals Organizations. We want to say good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you? How are you?
I am wonderful and exceedingly blessed.
I tell you what, you look blessed. When I see you on social media and you doing what you do, it is a blessing to see you.
Thank you so much.
Let's talk about you for a minute. You have founded this wonderful business. How long have you been an entrepreneur? Let us know about that as well. Tell a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and about being an entrepreneur.
Oh my goodness. Well, I have been in business for myself since 30 plus years, if not longer. Started with a not-for-profit, WPCE ministry, pastoring and helping victims of physical, emotional, spiritual, and financial abuse. My very first business was a beauty salon. And from there, I've moved into weddings and events and have storybook events for event planning, floral decor, and as we say, much, much more. With Wedding Officiants, which are a subsidiary of A Fulfilled Wish, Wedding Officiants. And then Love Petals was birthed out of seeing so many beautiful flowers that are not being sold, and especially during the pandemic when there was no market for them, hundreds of thousands literally being thrown away, and businesses that were growing flowers going out of business. So, you know how the Lord will get in your heart and in your spirit and shake you up and shake up things. So I can't take credit for Love Petals. That was basically and truly a divine dictate. So what that means is going to the wholesaler, which were fabulous with KD Wholesale Floral, and they furnish our flowers each month at no cost to us. They are a big sponsor. We couldn't do it without them. And then we have other sponsors that help with Love Petals and volunteers that roll in every month, sleeves up, hearts out, and sharing the love with Love Petals to design bedside arrangements that go to the sick, the needy, the shut-in, the elderly, and anywhere and everywhere there would be a need.
Wow. So the mission is to tell us about the mission of the organization. Also, what inspired this cause?
Well, again, seeing so many flowers being destroyed and that there was no market for them. And when you do fresh flowers from an event, what do you do with them? Guests might fly in from out of town. There is no way for them to carry them with them on the plane or do something with them. So what do you do? So what happened with us and Love Petals is taking the flowers, up-purposing them, and redoing them and taking them into nursing homes. From that, it just has grown into a whole lot more. And what designated it was I'm eco-friendly and sustainable, licensed and certified worldwide. And I just wanted to add to sustainability and keeping down the waste.
Yeah.
So with that being in mind, it was, what do you do with the flowers that are left over? And that first Love Petals.
You know, as I begin to look at what you was doing with the recycling of all the flowers, it blew my mind. That says in your bio, it says you go to the landfills and everywhere to recycle flowers. How do you preserve those great love petals?
Well, we're totally chemical free. So the only thing they're allowed to be in is water as it comes out of the faucet. When flowers are beyond their use and we can't use them in an arrangement, there are some tricks and tidbits of the trade where you might be able to pull the petals off and the heart of the flower looks beautiful and makes a good texture and adds something to the arrangement. But we're fortunate enough to work with a farm and an outlet in Suffolk. And so all of our cutoffs and anything that's not able to be used into arrangement is taken to them, and they are using it for compost for the orchard. And the wonderful part about the orchard is there is no cost to anyone that has a need for the plums, the cherries, the apricots, oranges, plums. The list is endless of the fruit and veggies that they offer from the orchard, and it's given to those in need at no cost. So we're full circle with our eco-friendly sustainability, so nothing is wasted.
Wow.
Ivory, can you explain eco-friendly to those who really don't know what that means?
Eco-friendly is kind of a broad term. It basically means that you're trying to do no harm to the planet. Carbon waste, I'm sure you've heard of the carbon footprint and everything we do leaves a mark on the earth, from the air we breathe, to the cars we drive, to the products we buy, to the plastic or the paper we throw away. So eco-friendly means we're thinking about what we're buying, we're thinking about what we're doing, we're trying to be more sustainable and look after the earth. And while we know God's in charge, He's going to take care of it, it's also our responsibility as good citizens to look after things as well and to do our part. So it's less is more when you can keep from throwing something away. So recycling, looking at the products you buy, what kind of containers are they in? Can you up-purpose and reuse those without throwing everything away? Do you use paper over plastic, which helps a little bit? And with eco-friendly, it's just trying to protect the planet and others. And then you take it the next level to sustainability, which is basically no waste. I can say from my company's Storybook events, when we finish an event, we have zero waste.
Wow.
We've managed to accomplish the task of having nothing to be thrown away, and everything that we have can either be recycled, upcycled, or used in another way.
As I begin to look at what you do with the recycling of plants, of animals, plants, do you often, is this just like how Burger King has that plant-like hamburger that they preserve? That Burger King has a hamburger that's
Plant-based.
Plant-based. Is this similar to the plant-based burger that you get at Burger King?
Well, yes, and absolutely no. But that's in the food category, and what they're doing is they're taking plant material and somehow chemically processing it and working with it so that you're not eating meat, but it tastes like meat.
Mm.
So it's still going to have some processing. It's still going to have something, and I don't want to misspeak because I'm really not that familiar with how they process vegetable foods out of plant material, but I'm sure manufacturers that are processing it and doing it on a large scale are figuring out a way to do it in a manufacturing plant with under some processes that are going to add chemicals and try to make it flavorful. With us, and using plant matter, it's already raw, it's already natural. We're not adding any chemicals. We're not doing any processing. Our biggest factor is if a flower is too long to go into an arrangement, we're going to recut it, take the stems that we've cut off, put it in a container for it to be recycled into the waste and the product that will be compost. And then we put the flower in a container. It's delivered bedside, and our containers and everything that we've sent, the nursing homes save them for us, and we come back and pick them back up. So much of our stuff is up-purposed and recycled even after we deliver it. We do this once a month, towards the end of the month, with the exception of holidays, and we're 1 year this month.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, we kicked off Mother's Day weekend, not realizing it was Mother's Day weekend, and that's a story in itself. But what we do is having our 1 year anniversary this month, and we're going to have a potluck picnic, and all of our volunteers that choose to are welcome to bring something. Meat will be furnished, and we've got desserts coming because we've got Alden Sweets, which is a phenomenal baker and extraordinary young lady, Imaj, and she's going to bake some sweet treats and include that. So we've got the main course and dessert, and then along with other sponsorships, they will be aiding and supporting us, and then the volunteers show up and do the labor of the work, and we have so much love and camaraderie because it is about sharing the love.
Yes. Happy anniversary to you, your company. And I have one question, and then we're going to get back on your event. Does global warming affect flowers and how they thrive? Do you know anything about that?
Yes, it does. Global warming affects everything because of the oxygen, because of the atmospheric changes and everything. Most flowers are grown in hothouse conditions that go to wholesalers, that go to day-to-day florists, to anybody that's purchasing floral. If you're growing it in your yard and growing it yourself, then you may or may not use certain products and chemicals and things to get pretty flowers in your yard. There are organic and natural ways to grow things in your own yard. But when you're mass producing hundreds of thousands of flowers, then it depends on the grower, whether it's South America, Hawaii, um, Holland, wherever they're growing, and how they proceed according to the country's statistics and what they choose to do for their level of eco-friendly, sustainable. I know Holland grows their tulips and everything out in fields, and nothing is put inside. South America is a little different, and it just depends, again, on the country and the rules and regulations of what those countries' sustainability acts are and what they choose to do. But everything has a domino effect. So whatever we do may not manifest itself today, but it's going to show up generations to come, and we're going to see the effect as time rolls on.
You listen to FYI Radio Show, where our host is Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host, and our special guest from Love Petals is none other than Miss Ira Burton, creator of Love Petals. And again, we say good morning to you.
Let's talk about the event again, when the event takes place, what time, who can come.
Well, Love Petals kicks off Saturday, the 28th, with our 1-year anniversary at 10 a.m. It's going to be at 539 West 38th Street in Norfolk, which is my residence, and it's going to be in our hopefully big enough to accommodate everybody's backyard. Tables, chairs, everything will be there. No one needs to bring anything but themselves. We have all the work tools, all of the containers, all the flowers, and everything. We start on Friday with a group of volunteers that will come and help with the flowers. We take them out of the boxings and the things that they're shipped and packaged in, sometimes depending on how we receive them. And we properly, recycle all of that stuff, cut them fresh, put them in water, and get everything prepped and ready for the following Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Love Petals is a 501c3 charity. It is determined that it's about sharing the love and giving back, and working to remember those that may not be remembered, such as the sick and the shut-in, the nursing homes, the hospice, the heart centers, the cancer centers, and anywhere there's a need to let someone know they're thought about and they're being prayed for and they're being considered. So all of that is part of Love Petals, and our theme is Share the Love. While we are stationed in Norfolk, we cover the entire Hampton Roads area and have a great many nursing homes that we've already accomplished bringing in floral.
How does it make you feel when you get a bunch of flowers together and go door to door, or go to the hospitals and go to the convalescent homes and go visit patients that has cancer or whatever they may be going through? How does it make you feel that the work that you put in is not going in vain?
I have been teary-eyed more than one time, my volunteers especially. It's very heartwarming. We've had reports come back from the nursing homes and the hospice to me. I've had those when we were able before, they've sometimes gone into COVID shutdowns, where we were able to actually go in as the volunteers, mask up, and distribute the flowers ourselves. The smiles, the warmth, sometimes maybe the only bright spot in their day was getting those flowers, and they're excited. I've had at one of the nursing homes, a patient more than one time come down and follow us all the way from their floor because they were able to walk or get in their wheelchair, to say how much it meant to them. They're excited to get them. They're thrilled to receive them. They look after each other and say, well, did so-and-so get some? When we go into a room, if there's more than one person, everybody gets a flower. We don't put one per room. We put one per person. Yeah. So one room, if it's got 2 patients or 3, everybody gets their own flower arrangement.
Wow.
And so how does it make us feel on assignment? That no matter what's going on, whether the weather, we're there. We're going to make it happen. I have done love petals when it's been torrential rain and we've moved inside. I have done it when it was hot and sunny. I slipped and fell on one Friday and down a flight of stairs and pretty much busted up both knees pretty well, and still did love petals that Saturday. And by the time it was over, the volunteers and everybody were saying, you gotta go sit down and prop your feet up. And they started ice packing and stuff. And I realized I had overdone it. But when you know that this is something you feel charged to do, you feel responsible to do, you let nothing stop it from going forth. So we go forth. We've got a schedule, our website, www.sharethelovenorfolk.com, lovepetals.com. You can see, the assignments. You can see the nursing homes. You can log on, see the photographs, see the volunteers. I have a beautiful group of volunteers. My Friday team with Sally and, oh my gosh, Valerie and so many that come in on Friday to help get ready. It's an undertaking. It's a project. It's not a lightweight thing when you turn out that many arrangements. And the minimum is usually 45, and we can go up in counts to be able to do an entire nursing home with several floors. So there is no stop. I've got, matter of fact, Yolanda and Kimberly, who posted on Facebook that Miss Yolanda and myself were her favorite loves, which was so sweet. They have been ride and die. They have shown up every month without fail. My storybook events team are some of my biggest advocates, and though they work for Storybook, they show up and volunteer for Love Petals, and I couldn't do this without the volunteers and the people, the sponsors, and everyone that participates and gets involved. So why do we do it? Because we're supposed to, and it's a responsibility that I take very much to heart and let nothing, including the gates of hell, prevail against it.
Yes, I was getting ready to ask you about your team, and thank you for giving the information. I want to shout out Kim Hurdle, who will be with us this month, and beautiful Lawanda Tillett, her sister. They are definitely people that serve, and it's beautiful to have them aboard. Tell us what your organization needs. It's a 501c3 organization, and 501c3 nonprofits always have needs.
We need bases and containers. We need laborers and volunteers. Definitely cash for the things that are not given. Food sponsors. We've got the Neighborhood Harvest. We've got bakers like All Them Sweets that provide sweet treats. And we do parties, and I'm big about celebrating the volunteers. So if you think we can use this, chances are you're correct. We can. And of course, cash is king in so many ways, despite how we may feel about capital. But we can always use money. And on our website, there's a link to be able to give a financial sponsorship. You can do it one time only. You can do it every month. You can do it once a year. But whatever you give us will be 100% towards Love Petals and sharing the love of giving back and helping others. And it's fun, and we're working now with some other organizations that are going to be rolling out and helping us with, bringing in professional florists. One of the things that when I started Love Petals was I wanted to be able to say that you get enough of training that if you wanted to help at a floral shop or somewhere, you could actually have enough of skill. You could go in and green. You could make an arrangement. You knew how to process flowers. And so for our 1-year anniversary, we kicked that off with Marlene McDonald, AISD and CFD, a very big accredited membership of the AISD, American Institute of Floral Designers. She's going to grace us with her skills and her heart and come this month on May the 28th at 10 a.m. to give a class and a workshop and help with teaching more about designing. I've been doing it. Now it's time to share the love of others that have great skill and accreditation, and she will be with us this coming 28th in order to give a class and give the volunteers more understanding and more skill and technique on doing arranging.
I have 2 left hands. Do you think that y'all can help me build some?
Absolutely, because all you need to do is be able to hold them left or right. And what I've found is the volunteers come every month. I've got some that have been a blessing and they come without fail. And those that, have other scheduling and things, family commitments, they'll come back when they have the freedom to do so. But everyone says the same thing. It's so relaxing, it's so inspiring, and it just makes you feel good.
Yes, I agree. I would love for you to just take the time right now to inspire other entrepreneurs, those that have tried to make it through this pandemic, those that want to start businesses. You have a wonderful business, more than one business, as a matter of fact. It's so beautiful. I want to make sure everybody goes to her Facebook page and social media to see her at work, her beautiful flowers and all that she does. Just give some words of encouragement for ladies that want to go into business.
The first thing that comes to heart, Miss Yolanda, is to stop listening to others that say you can't do it or there's no need. If it's on your heart, if it's in your spirit, if you feel led to do it, chances are it's needed. And there's enough of business to go around for everybody. And my personal motto is move over and make room for others.
That's good.
Wow.
One of the things I do with Storybook, my main company, is I hire other companies in order to support and sustain my own company. For example, we've mentioned Lawanda Tillett.
Yes.
Miss Tillett has a little black dress concierge service. She is hired when there is a need for a concierge service for Storybook. What does that mean? It means that we team up, and I team up with others for their businesses and their skill set. We can't do it all, and I'm like, I don't want to do it all, and not everybody is my client. So I'm big on referrals. I'm big on connecting and networking and helping others, because mentoring people that do what I do. I have a team, a group that I mentor and work with young entrepreneurs that are wanting to get into the floral or the planning business. I'm always looking for more wedding officiants for my officiant team. But the biggest factor is, if you want to do it, go for it. Think it out, plan it out. There's great resources through so many organizations that are for free, that will help you write your business plan, that will help you find funds that would be available, and just so many of that things. When I started 3 years planning and organizing before I ever opened the doors. But it seemed like one day I put all my paperwork together. I got my CPA, I got my attorney, I got everybody in place, and then I went for open the doors and start business. I've never regretted that decision. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of planners, there's a lot of florists, there's a lot of wedding officiants. There's enough to go around for everybody. But above all, increase your skill by taking classes, talking to others, getting mentors, just sharing. And you'll know who will share and you'll know who won't. Those that need a phone call to call, they can call me directly, 757-633-0073. I don't have all the answers, but Yolanda, you and I both know we serve a God who does.
Yes.
and I can connect them with the right people if I don't have the resources to assist them. But don't give up on your dream.
Absolutely.
It has no expiration date. So don't let it expire just because. Go ahead and go forth. And there's more businesses now opening because of COVID than there's ever been. It's a record bumper crop of new businesses opening and resources out there for them.
Yes. Well, I tell you what, we want to thank you so much for being on. We're speaking to Miss Ivory Morgan Burton. She's the creator of Love Petals. And we just want to thank you for all you do. And we encourage you just keep on moving forward. And thank you for those that you help. You be blessed and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, love, to both of you.
Blessings
and encouragement. And everybody needs to continue to tune in and turn on to your great program.
Thank you so much. I tell you what, you all come over here on social media, join us to talk about some upcoming shows and some other things. Be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host, and we would like to say Happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers out there. If you'd like to be an intern or get with FYI, be a guest on FYI, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page or Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton's Facebook page or FYI Facebook page, and guess what? Inbox us and let us know that you'd like to be a special guest or an intern. And for more information, you can give us a call at 757-714-7861. Thank you for joining us Monday, Wednesday, Friday on the most talked about radio show, FYI Radio Show, on WGPL 1350, WPCE 1400, and Peace 95.3. Have a wonderful weekend.
Oh, wow. It is a wonderful, beautiful, fun Friday. I don't know what you all going to do, but I am hoping to enjoy the weekend. Mr. E, they talking about the weather going down to 50 degrees. Why?
Well, you know, that's nothing we can do about the workmanship of God.
Well, that's it. But I tell you what, you may have to pull out. Well, that's in the Hampton Roads area. You may have to pull out a jacket or two. But yeah, we're hoping that we can yield some great weather. But later on down the road, it's going to be in the 50s here in the Hampton Roads area. Oh, wow. We want to thank our special guest, Miss Ivory Burton, and her wonderful organization, Creator of Love. She's a creator of Love Petals, and she is a really beautiful lady who's helping a lot of people. I met her a few years back. I've been a part of some of her introductory workshops about her business and her network. Also, we were both blessed to receive a Yachi Award, take pictures, and just have a great, network and networking together in a few things. You all please go visit her. You can check her out on Facebook. That's Ivory Morgan Burton, and see what she's doing, see how you can help the organization, and just see if you can connect with her. She's a wonderful lady, and she's all about helping.
And that's what it's all about, being a part of our community, to help our community to rise above mere survival. That's what it's all about, helping each other reach each other, to put a smile on somebody's face as we travel along the way. Then we won't be doing wrong by nobody.
Yes. I tell you what, Mother's Day is coming up on Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all you beautiful moms and moms to be. It is just beautiful to be in that club. The Mothers Club is one of the best things that's ever happened to me, and I'm just glad when it comes. I miss my mom, who is not here anymore, but Mother's Day, I think of all the times that we, loved on her on this day and gave her flowers, and just really embraced her as a mom, and yeah, it's something. It's bittersweet in a sense. Beautiful to be here as a mother, but then you think about your own mommy, and you just miss her. Also, we want to bless our mommy up out there. So those that are on our feed who are mothers, I would love for you all to drop us an inbox and say, hey, let me be in the drawing. I would love to receive a wonderful, wonderful gift from FYI Radio Show.
Let's see if we can't challenge them and say that if you inbox us, the oldest mama, if you got the oldest, if you the oldest mama that's watching FYI, drop your age.
All right. Yeah, drop your age if you want to do that, but drop your name anyway, and we will definitely put you in the drawing. We have some upcoming shows. First of all, Miss Burton kicked off our What's in the Closet, women's issues, and her as an entrepreneur. She just started off on a wonderful, positive note for our wonderful segments. We're going to be talking about all kinds of things, women in business, some of the things that women go through, some of the things that they are trying to achieve. We'll have a life coach here, Coach Rhonda Driver. She'll be here on the 14th. We'll have Kimberly Hurdle. She's going to be in here talking about her book. From despair to triumph, she's going to be talking about all the things that she's gone through her journey, and she's going to inspire women, young women, to really keep going through the good times and the bad. Bad times sometimes happen to us in life, but then there's a season when we come out and we rejoice and we have the peace that we want because we've grown. And so we'll have many other ladies that are going to be on. This is our Friday segments. We're going to continue to do our sports talk on Monday. Wednesday, it's under the hat for our men, issues concerning men. But on Friday, we're going to be highlighting our ladies, and we're going to hear from our the voice of our sisters, our ladies, our friends, what they think, what they do, how they feel about certain subject matter, and what's on their heart. Speak up and speak out because ladies have a lot to say. So I'm very excited about that, Mr. E. Excited about the new segment in May, and probably going in June. We're going to be talking to the women and just hearing their perspective about a lot of subject matter.
And that's what it's all about, letting everybody voice their opinion, males and females, to find out what makes them operate, to help them to tick, to find out how they're ticking and what they are really experiencing in life. Because sometimes, Ms. Hinton, folks has to have someone that has been through something to help them to be able to cope with life. When you're dealing with folks and you want to cope with life, that's why the scriptures are right, that you overcome by your testimony, because somebody else is experiencing the same thing that you may be experiencing, and you just learned that they have came out of it, and you will also come out of it, and the lesson that they learn will help share so they can help bring you out.
Yes. Again, we want to say good morning to Minister Ricky Barksdale Sr. Sheila Robinson is on and watching. Good morning to you. Good morning, Roberta Carter. Annie Miles, my cousin. She's bringing us good news. My cousin, her brother, may be going home from the hospital today. They're packing up now. And I'm very excited and happy for her, for him. We love you all, and thank you for the great, great report. Ain't God good?
And that's good. And then you got to remember that we also have a lot of tea that we want to share with you for the month of May. I just want to let everybody know that Dave Chappelle. I'm quite sure some of y'all heard about it. How Dave Chappelle was attacked on stage. But that's a segment that we'll be coming back. That tea called
serving
that tea.
We're gonna be serving that tea.
We're gonna be serving you
Absolutely.
that tea. And not only that, if you look in the papers today, you'll find that Chief Boone, the talk on the town. When you start serving that tea, you'll find that Chief Boone, from the chief of police for Norfolk Police Department, was forced out.
Oh my goodness! Now that is some tea, and we're going to do a follow up on that tea. Give you a little bit more details, but I'm telling you that is definitely scandalous. And so, excuse me, I don't mean to laugh, but man. We'll be talking about that and more. And we'll also have contributors to our Serving Dat Tea segment. And if you all have any suggestions or anything or any tea to serve, you need to drop it right there on our Facebook page, Yolanda Hinton, Edward Everette, F.Y.I Radio show, so we can serve some good old tea, honey.
And that's what it's all about, serving that tea without water or tea bag.
Listen, E, before you move forward and give us our upcoming shows now, tell us a little bit more about what's going on with Dave Chappelle. Are there any charges that are going to be filed? And have you seen the picture of the man looking really crazy?
I seen the picture of the fellow that attacked Dave Chappelle, and Dave Chappelle and his a team of bodyguards put something on that fellow.
Oh my goodness.
And then the funny thing about it is Chris Rock was there when Dave Chappelle when he got attacked. And Chris Rock said that won't Will Smith
there, you know he has really recovered anytime he make a jokey joke like that.
But they're not charging anybody with anything like that. It's up to the people at the shows that wants to file suit against it. Will Smith, count yourself lucky because Chris Rock did not file suit. I tell every host when they go out to host an event, make sure you clear the air and tell them that your name is not Chris Rock. Your name is not Chris Rock and who you are, because Dave Chappelle retaliated once after he recovered himself. He went to retaliate to get back at the fellow.
My goodness. It was so many people surrounding this guy. It's a wonder he's alive at this point. All those big old men all over him and stuff like that. I heard that Dave Chappelle got a few licks in too.
Oh yeah, he stopped him a couple of times because Dave, that's his reflex. That's the instinct that you have. When you see somebody attack you, what you want to do is you want to, hey, wait a minute, let me get you off of me. Let me get you off. Yes. And now Dave laying in the floor, sitting in the floor, and somebody done attacked him.
They said he had a knife and a gun. Yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you, if he would have pulled out that knife and gun, I don't think he would be here today. But he didn't walk away, but they took him away, broken bones in a few places, and his face is toe up.
Dave Chappelle ought to count himself blessed because the guy had a knife and a gun. He could have stood up in the audience instead of running up on the stage and fired at him.
It's true. Yeah, that's true.
He had to count himself blessed because I was seeing a show when Reagan got shot. Yes. President Reagan got shot, and Hinckley is walking around today. And the bullet that shot Reagan in the head came right through the crack of the doors. Not, it was the sixth bullet out of his 22, and it went right through the crack. Now this cat could have acted out of character. He could have got up in the middle of the show. It was dark in there and the stages, and he could have got up and began to fire his gun at Dave Chappelle, but no, something told him to run out there and tackle him.
They said Jay-Z and B was there and was tipping out, honey, so they wouldn't be into the drama. They, but you know what? Too, the tea is that there are a lot of people mad at Beyonce. Why just Beyonce? Why not both of them for being there anyway? Because a lot of people in the transgender community, LGBT Q, are saying that Dave Chappelle is a snook and that he should not even be heard because of his humor against trans people. They say he's transphobic.
You know, I have a problem with folk. Folk can do whatever they wants to do, and they can go wherever they wants to go. And because he might have had some comments about the LGBTYQP and M, you know.
Well,
so,
he did on the stage that night
right,
talking about that's a trans. That must have been a trans man.
But that should not stop folks from supporting him or going to. He's got to live just like anybody else got to live.
Yes.
So he does his way by comedy, by talking the talk that he has. But that should never ever stop folk from not going out and supporting him.
Well, what about if a person is saying the N-word? If a white person or another race is saying N-words, but saying, "Hey, it's just fun, it's just humor," should we consider that just okay? Well, let's support him, even though he runs black people down in the ground with the N-word and stuff. I mean, can we kind of like look at it in that way? You know, the trans people are saying, that he's disrespectful and offensive.
Now, here, when I look at that, what can you do about him? You can't do nothing but turn your head and walk away because, listen, he's not going to jail for talking about the LGBT. He's nobody's going to put their hands on him for talking about the LGBTQs and Ys. And so what can you do? You might.
What about Kevin Hart? Kevin Hart, they did a number on him. They tried to really take his career from him for saying something against the LGBTQ.
Well, you got to remember there's a difference on being on paper and doing your own thing. See, Kevin Hart at the time was on papers, not papers we talk about in the criminal world, but he was under a label. He was under a label. And when you're under a label, there's certain things that they would drop you real hard because you discriminated. There was somebody who they shut down one time before because he said something out of the way, and they took all his endorsements.
Oh yes.
They took all his endorsement. Look at OJ. They took all his endorsement from him, and they dropped him like a hot potato.
Well, they said he was a murderer allegedly, but he was not found.
That's
right.
He
was found not guilty.
That's right.
Good morning, Kobe Hurd. Kobe Hurd, where have you been? He says, "Happy Mother's Day." And getting back on Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all you beautiful, beautiful ladies. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope your children and them just love on you because mothers need that love. They need that break. That they need that time to chill and to show that they're appreciated. Mothers do a lot of things. They go through with their children. They bring them in this world. They have to continue to support them throughout their lives. That's what a mother, that's what she do. That's what a mother will do. She will always be there mostly for her children.
And that's what it's all about. Mothers taking care of her children and looking after her children. They are known as nurturers. They are known as a pillar for mothers to take good care of, or somebody to talk with them. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. So we have some upcoming shows. Mr. E, kind of share with us.
I want to let you know on our upcoming show called Sports Talk, we got Mr. Charlie man that's going to join us on Sports Talk. He's a well-known sports author, one who was first, one of the only African-American who started talking about sports talk, young middle-aged man who knows all about sports. And then on Wednesday, on our What's in the Hat issues concerning men, we got Mr. Jason Baker, Bishop Ernest Sutton, and attorney Will Waller will be our special guest. And then on our Fun Friday segment, we got Miss Kimberly Handel and Miss Rondell Driver.
Yeah, Miss
Rhonda
Rhonda.
Driver.
Yeah, Rhonda Driver, Coach Rhonda, and Miss Kimberly Hurdle.
Yeah.
They'll be on our women's What's in the Closet segment. You all can be a part of what we're doing. We're going to give you that information in a little while. In the meantime, the Ladies Pie, we need you all to support the Ladies Pie now. And pies are available Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you all want a pie for Mother's Day, you want to give a pie to a friend, and Miss Thea, this week I was baking pies for those that want to give them to other ladies for Mother's Day and Teacher Appreciation.
Yeah.
I was so wonderfully blessed to be able to do that this week. And so Saturday, if you all want a pie, I will make an exception and make some pies for you all to have. Just inbox me and say, yes, I'd like to order some pies or a pie, or just let us know what we can do to support the Ladies Pie. Also Tuesday, if you want your order, try to put your order in before Tuesday because they're being baked on Tuesdays. If you want them Thursday, let me know before that time, because that day they're baked and go out. I don't take new orders on the day of. So please, please, please support the Ladies Pie. Great things are happening for the Ladies Pie. I'm just excited, and I need the support of the community, because she's going to support you. Go ahead, Miss Lee.
And that's what it's all about, buying the ladies' pies. And if you notice, FYI is hosted by Miss Yolanda the Lady Hinton. When you listen to FYI, you find out that Miss Hinton has 9,999 different things that she's doing. You look at the ladies' pies, the potato pies and sweet potato pies, cookies and all that, music, author. You'll find all that on FYI that Miss Yolanda the Lady Hinton is doing. And not only that, she's the brains of FYI that brings you all of this great information that will help us to rise above mere survival. So our hats off to her. And don't forget to purchase the pies.
Don't forget to purchase the pie. The music is everywhere. And thank you, because I've noticed some of you all have gone and subscribed. Please make sure you like, subscribe on our pages. Mr. E is on LinkedIn. He's on everything. He's on all social media. He's on Twitter. He's on LinkedIn, YouTube. What else, Mr. E?
I'm on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram.
Yes.
TikTok. Yeah, and them other platforms I'm on.
Yes, and I'm on all the platforms as well. We need you to like, share. We need you to subscribe, follow, because we need the numbers. We want to go live on Instagram and TikTok. And so we can do that when you all go and give us the numbers.
Don't forget that if you look at what we're doing, we started off on Facebook One. We started off on Facebook One, and then we went from Facebook to Zoom. And then after going for Zoom, we went to StreamYard.
Yes.
Let me tell you that what we are trying to do is to reach you where you may be.
Yes.
You got to look at this. FYI is now on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Twitter. I keep saying Instagram. On Twitter, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, Facebook Live. We're also on 95.3 AM, soon to be on 88.9 FM. So we on 95.3 FM and 88.9 going to be FM in about 2 more weeks.
Yes.
We're breaking the barrier. And not only that, we own the World Wide Web by going streaming on the internet. So you can pick up FYI anywhere, everywhere. And don't forget, this is not a podcast. Let me tell you that this is not a podcast. We are live, LIVE, in the studio of CBC, your number one Black network media.
Yes, we are on WGPL 1350 AM, WPCE 1400, And we are so glad because we can expand our territory. We can reach more people with FYI. For your information, our mission is to encourage and inspire and motivate people to rise above mere survival and find success. Did you hear the success today with our special guest, Miss Ivory Morgan Burton? She's an entrepreneur and she has been in business for a while, but she's not in it just for herself, Mr. E. She's helping others, and that's what is going to help others rise above, to get information and get to be a part of networks and to share with others where they can grow and become strong.
And don't forget that if you get attached to an organization, you get attached to it and you're helping somebody, listen, just get happy because you're going far and beyond of helping somebody to rise above mere survival. What we are doing here, FYI is bringing you nothing but the best. We are not just talking just to be talking. We're talking to help you along the way.
Yes.
Because when we do this, we want to die out empty. We want to put a smile upon your face. We're just like flowers that you receive, as Miss Burton was talking, just like flowers. Then what happens when it's just like flowers, it put a smile upon your face, and we're hoping that whatever we could do, put a smile upon your face.
Yes, we also host and MC your program and special event. So please, 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 if you all are having something that's coming up and need someone to just make you laugh and enjoy, we will host that event. Also, we need you all to help us to recruit. We know that they say that there are maybe 5 to 10 people that you may want to get to that have status and have prestige. They are stars and things like that. We need to get to some of those people to let you see success on a different level. And so if you all know folk that know folk that know folk, we would love for you all to refer them to FYI Radio Show, our platform, to bring information in so many areas. Please, please, please be a help to us. If you know someone and they may not be one of those Hollywood stars, but they have something that they're doing for the community, information we need to get out and know, please refer people to us. Please, if you all don't mind, help us out. This show has been going on for 6 years. It will continue for a lot of years, and we need a lot of content, and we need a lot of guests. Also, we need sponsors. Please listen. We want to extend our broadcast. And so we will extend it in June, but we really, really want to make sure we have the time to really talk with you all and share and have our special guests and great subject matter. We need for you all to help us. If you know small businesses, even with our segment for the ladies, if you know ladies that have small businesses, want to come on and hear about let us know. If you want to sponsor all of FYI Radio Show, let us know. But we need you all to help us in reaching out to others.
One of the things you got to understand about FYI with the platform that we're on, that means that people can hear us all over the world. That means your business can grow because of the platforms that we're on. That means a whole lot to some who may not never understand, they're just talking on. No, we're not just on radio. We're on 4 radio platforms.
Yes,
WPCE, live. WGPL, 95.3, and also 88.9. Not only are we on the 4 platforms, but we're on streaming all over the world. And you can hear us from Iraq to Iran to right here in the 757.
Yes.
Not only that, we're part of a radio station that's the only African American radio station in the 757 and in the other new zip area code that we have around here. And so we are on on every platform to make sure. Now, you can also hear us on your cell phone. Wherever you may be, you won't miss us. So, hey, look, that's what it's all about. Bringing you nothing but the best, and so you can rise above.
Absolutely. If you all are interested in supporting us, I'm going to put the Cash App up here really quick, and you all can support us. Someone just asked for the Cash App, $ Why the Lady, Yolanda Hinton, and Mr. E is $ Pastor 4441.
That's right.
And you all can make a contribution, or you can actually order and receive your pie if you want to use the Cash App. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, make sure you like, share, subscribe. We need your help. We need the numbers so we can go out there in the atmosphere even more.
And don't forget, coming Monday, it's sports talk. It's going to be playoff. We're down at the semifinals. All at the semifinals, and then we'll be going into the finals. So whatever team that you're rooting for, all you got to do, whatever team that you're rooting for, continue to root for it. And guess what? You're going to make it.
Mr. E, did you look at any games this week?
Well, I've been looking at the Golden State Warriors.
Yes,
They
lost.
They lost.
Yes.
And then I looked at the Boston Celtics is 1-1 against the Milwaukee Bucks. So that's 1-1. So the Golden State Warriors that are against the Grizzlies. They're 1-1 series also. Minnesota Grizzlies. So that's a 1-1 series. So they're played this weekend. And then when you look at the 76ers, Philadelphia 76ers against the Raptors, then you find out that's 2-1. The Raptors got Philadelphia by 2. But when you look at the whole setting, it's getting ready to get down to the wires. And one thing I can say that this is the referees are allowing people to play. Yeah. They're allowing people to play. So you got to get ready. If you don't like football, and then I want to switch over to the NBA, to NFL, which is coming up real soon, the National Football League with Washington and with Commanders. They had just hired a quarterback. But here's what Dallas Cowboy did. And he said that on his feed. We hired RG3, which used to be the quarterback for the Washington or for the Commanders. They are our second string quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. So, he said this. He said the Commanders going to be mad at me, but I got to go where I'm from.
And who hired him? Where's he?
The Dallas Cowboys hired him.
And he's going where?
He's going to the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, before he was with Washington.
He was with Washington
Oh,
first.
My goodness.
So we brought him on to play alongside because we needed a third string quarterback.
Goodness.
So we brought him on just in case Dak get hurt. We have somebody to back him up. So listen,
that's some tea.
Listen, Washington, don't get upset. I mean, the Commanders, don't get upset. He really is from Dallas, and he really wants to play with the Cowboys.
Oh my, some sports tea. But anyway, join us Monday for Sports Talk. We'll have a special guest here for you all. And we just come back just enjoying the weekend and ready to go. So look, be blessed. Have a wonderful weekend. And ladies, have a wonderful Mother's Day. We'll see you back here on Monday. Mr. E, take it away.
And we want to thank you so much for tuning in to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. And for more information, you can give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can go to FYI Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, or Edward Everett's Facebook page, and inbox us and let us know that you know of someone that got something going on that need to be on FYI to help our community to rise above mere survival. Or you can inbox us by going to FYI Live Radio Show. That's right. FYI Live Radio Show at gmail.com. FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com.
Put it up on our banner.
That's right. I got to get that in my head.
Yes.
So that's why I said so many times FYI Live. FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com.
Yes.
Say it for me.
Absolutely. FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. And what I'll do, Mr. E, I'll add it to our banner and you all will be able to see it. Also, I need to add to our banner, Mr. E, our Facebook names and things like that, Instagram, so you all can see it as it just flows through the marquee here.
And that's what we want you to do. We want you to go to every platform that we're on and like it and share and subscribe. You know, like, share, and subscribe. That's what we want you to do. You know, we want you to help build us up so we can get the numbers. Did you know that when we get the numbers, we can go with agencies and things of that number, that things of that nature, and to bring you big time people that's that looking for employers, and we can bring great big time information to you, like Walt Disney and the nursing hospitals, and so we can bring you information. And if you know someone that need a job, we can do it for you.
Yes. Good morning, Jewel Corporal. Thank you so much for joining us. Love to the family. But you all go out there, enjoy the weekend, enjoy Mother's Day, and we'll see you back here on Monday. Be blessed.
Mr. Des Cone is viewing us from
Mr.
Miami, Florida.
Happy birthday.
And we want to say thank you so much. And again, happy Mother's Day to everybody.
All right, you all be blessed. We'll see you back here on Monday. Enjoy your weekend.
That's right. Bye-bye. 2 up, 2 down. Yeah.